Hello everyone. I'm back after a short break. Recently, I've created a new computer for my personal use. I thought it will be better if I make review videos of my PC components. So, this video is about the motherboard of my computer. After thinking and analyzing, I've decided to purchase MSI Mag A520M Vector Wi-Fi motherboard. I'll say, it is a budget premium A520 chipset motherboard. This motherboard costs about $100, and it provides very good features. There are many motherboards available in the market within this price range, but no other motherboards are providing features like this one. Anyway, without further talking, let's see the unboxing. The motherboard is well packed in the box, and some other essential components like SATA cable, manual, driver CD etc. are given under the motherboard package. I like the I/O shield color, cause it is black, and matches with my casing color. There are 2 SATA cable given, and 2 antenna for Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. The antennas comes with an installation guide, but I don't think it's useful for me. Next component is an MSI sticker. I like this one. Then there is a user manual, driver CD and other documents. At the end, there's a package containing 3 screws for M.2 slot. All of these components comes with the motherboard. Now, let's see how the motherboard looks like, and what services it'll provide. Before discussing about others, let's see what processors are supported by this motherboard and the chipset. On the official website of AMD, we can see that A520 chipset supports only Ryzen 3000 and 5000 series processors. And yes, A520 chipsets doesn't support any APU of Ryzen 3000 series processors. Anyway, let's see the motherboard, and its characteristics. Build quality of this motherboard is good, and it has a nice top silk layer design. The motherboard is quite heavy, because of the large heatsink. Moreover, there is an M.2 shield provided with the motherboard to keep the M.2 SSD cool under heavy load. This M.2 shield comes with pre-installed thermal pad, so we don't have to buy thermal pads separately. This motherboard comes with EZ Debug LED. EZ Debug LED is located on the side of 24-pin ATX power connector. These LED indicator lights show the status of the key components during the boot process. When the error occurs, the corresponding LED stays lit until the problem is solved. Now, let's see what we've got on the back panel. On the back panel, there are 3 audio port, 2 headers for Wi-Fi antenna, 1 RJ45 LAN port, 4 USB 3.2 Gen 1, 2 USB 2.0, a PS2 port, a display, and an HDMI port given. The most interesting thing is, this motherboard has both addressable and 12-volt non-addressable RGB LED headers. So, we're not gonna face any drawback while decorating our computer with RGB LEDs. This motherboard has two onboard USB 2.0, one USB 3.2 Gen 1 and an audio port. These can be used for the front panel of the computer case. Now, moving back to the PCIe slot, this motherboard has two 1x PCIe and one 16x PCIe slot. All of these are PCIe Gen 3 based. And yes, this motherboard does not support AMD GPU Crossfire or Nvidia's SLI. This motherboard has 4 6GBps SATA port and 2 DDR4 memory slot. It supports dual-channel memory and maximum memory of 64 GB. Moreover, we can use higher frequency RAM on this motherboard. It supports maximum memory frequency of 4600 plus MHz. Note that, high clock speeds may require enabling the XMP profile in the motherboard BIOS, and RAM compatibility support may also depend on the CPU memory controller. Now, moving on to the power system, this motherboard uses 4+2+1 duet power system, and a digital PWM power IC. The good thing about this motherboard is, it uses a large heatsink to keep the MOSFETs cool under heavy load. The heatsink it uses to keep the chipset cool is not that much big. But, it's enough to keep the chipset cool under heavy load. This motherboard uses 8-pin and 24-pin power connector to power the processor and other components. To provide high-quality sound, this motherboard comes with high-quality audio capacitors, and it uses Realtek audio controlling IC. Moreover, it also supports 7.1-channel high-definition audio output. It has only 2 fan port. But, the most important thing is, it has pre-installed Wi-Fi and Bluetooth module. Nowadays, Wi-Fi and Bluetooth are very important. Maximum speed of the Wi-Fi is 433 Mbps, and 25 Mbps is the maximum speed of Bluetooth. And yes, it supports 2.4 GHz and 5 GHz Wi-Fi. At the end, I'll say it's a good budget-friendly motherboard. It's perfect for gamers and content creators. If you're looking for a budget-friendly A520 chipset motherboard, I'll recommend this one. That's all for now, thank you for watching. Stay innovative.